Hi, this is Jessa. So today, this is my paste ball size, and we're gonna do a full face sugaring. I haven't done this yet, and I needed to do more videos. So this is one of my longtime clients who will remain anonymous. So I start down here, make sure the sugar is kind of out in front of your fingertips, and you can also section off your sugar. I've already cleansed her with the, first she went in the restroom and she cleansed with our aloe cleanser, and that's the best thing to have on hand for people to do this service. But you'll see her skin does really well with this. So I'm gonna do sections. Each section I'm watching where I'm going, and I usually start on one half of the face at a time. It doesn't make a lot of sense to go to the other half until you're ready to do the whole half, because you're going back and forth on different parts. Make sure you anchor the skin really well, and also apply pressure. My fingers are a tiny bit cold, which probably feels good after I pull off the sugar. So I've done this whole section all through here, and now I'm gonna do this section and then this section. Now on the full face, it's extremely important to have them wash. I don't, no matter how well you clean, it's really difficult to get all of the face moisturizers, makeup, natural oils. So also I'm anchoring her skin, so when I spread on the sugar, we're not pulling on the skin, which could affect, you want to anchor the skin so it's not moving very much, so that you don't affect the elasticity. And you can see she doesn't even really react to this anymore. She's probably, I'd have to look to see how long she's been doing this, at least a year, I think. We'll have to look. Maybe even longer. I lose track. I see people for so many years. I have some people that have seen me for 15 years. So I'm starting to move to a little bit of the other side, but I want to make sure we get this lip area. Just turn a little bit this way. She doesn't need much on her eyebrows, but I include this as part of the cleanup. Sometimes when I'm shaping, I go in waxing direction. Since we're up here, we're gonna finish this eyebrow off. If you notice when you're molding that, like I said, their skin is coming with you more than you want it to, then you need to make sure you re-anchor their skin. You need to have a very light touch on the face. A lot of women, if you start manhandling their skin, maybe you can get a shot of my hand here. Pressing like this into their face with that much pressure, you're going to get client complaints. So don't do that. If you're heavy-handed, be very mindful in this area of anchoring, molding, and moving around their skin very gently. Okay. So you do a crisscross in the middle when you do the lip. There we go. I bet she could feel that. I could see a few fuzzies. Mm-hmm. So to get a little bit of the nose, I just do a teeny bit when I do the face. Oh, you can see those. Can you zero in on those? So, you know, the sugar really grabs what you're going for. But this is kind of how you do a nose with sugar. People who want you to go real deep into their nose, I don't suggest that you do. The reason is we carry staph in our mucus, potentially. People are scared to do their nose, and it's really not painful at all. So typically right here on the lip, you've got to do this line again. And you need to go back and check the lip and make sure there's no little fuzzy areas left. The lip hair is just so fine. So we're going to go back. I've already done this center section. Could see her skin moving a little bit up here, so you can see I re-anchored. Now once someone's on schedule, this service is really quick too. It's like maybe 15-20 minutes a lot of times for my regulars, unless there's people that have makeup on, they're brand new, or they've been shaving. And some women do shave, believe it or not, but I'm not a big fan of that because, you know, when you shave, it can cause little micro tears, you know, or micro abrasions, and then the skin has to recover a couple days. So women more than men, but not necessarily so. Some men are really diligent about their skincare. Women tend to be using something, you know, active in more cases than not. So the forehead is not really included in a full face, and most women don't have hair on the forehead, but if you wanted to add it, you would do it. I'm trying to think of my clients. Look at the growth pattern, but you'd either go, I believe, you know, usually the hair kind of goes this way, and you'd go in and do these sections like this. I'm not going to do it on her. Okay, so we're just going to film the cleanup for you, and it's that easy to do a full face. This is how you take your glove off, if I've never showed that on camera, and you leave one glove on, and you don't use this hand to touch their skin. It's really important. I just saw a documentary on how much bacteria grows on our skin. If you've washed your hands, it doesn't matter. You have oodles and oodles of bacteria culture on your hands at any given time. plus you're in a glove and there is a slight bit of sweat. So you can use this hand to touch your bottles because you're going to sanitize the bottles and you're not touching the part where you are actually dispensing the product. So what I did is the distilled water is very important with a little bit of the antioxidant or cucumber toner on the top of that. And the water needs to be pretty soaked, not just a few drops. And this is on the face only do you layer the two. Everywhere else on the body you spray the toner. So I just wiped the nose, so I'm actually going to fold this over. You may want to end with wiping the nose, but I went for it because we were talking. So her nose is also fairly clean. If a client has a runny nose, this is the Oxygen Elixir. We've cleaned this a few times, so this label is getting a little more worn out. We'll have new ones soon. So this is a fresh 4x4, and you're going to finish like this. We're going to fold because we touched the nose and use the other side of the wipe. Now if her brows needed trimming, you'd want to trim. If you needed to tweeze anywhere afterwards, you'd do a little tweeze. Okay. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Please go to my Facebook groups, Esthetician Talk. It also says Natural Skincare and Sugaring, Training and Networking. I also have Advanced Waxing, and Sugaring Pros is another one of my groups, and we now have a Sugar Love group on Facebook. So find me on Facebook. It's facebook.com, I believe, /sugaring professional, pulls up Jessa Esthetician or Jessica Roberts. Thank you.